Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make your own slippers for winter. I use my old blanket as the fabric because both sides are fluffy and I like the real part print look. Start with measuring your own foot. I use a piece of A4 paper. Since I want to promote sustainability, I use a scrap paper to minimize waste. Also, I don't need to waste money on pattern paper. After you have traced your foot, go ahead and draw a pattern for the slipper sole. Then cut. Next, measure from your toe to the front of your ankle, minus 1.5 inches. My feet are size 4. By measuring my foot from toe to ankle, it is 6 inches. Minus 1.5 inches is equal to 4.5 inches. Now tape 2 sheets of A4 paper together. At the middle line, mark what you measured before. Place your sole pattern and copy just the top bit. Then at the bottom, mark 4.5 inches from the middle line and connect them with the earlier line. Mark 2 inches inside like this for each side. And try to connect with the above line. It's going to look like this. Then cut it and you'll get another pattern. I will call it instep pattern. But hold on, this instep pattern is not finished yet. Try to put on your foot to see if it fits okay. Remember, you still need to add seam allowance to these measurements. Now we are going to make this slippers model to get this instep pattern and rest. Place the sole pattern and instep pattern together. Tape them like this all around. You get a model that looks like a shoe. Then at the back of this model, fold it like this and tape. This is because our feet have a curve. If you just make the back straight, you'll find your slippers are too loose. For the shaft bit, I tape 2 A4 sheets together and cut the length to how long I want my slippers to be. Then I measure all around this edge of this model. Mark on the paper, tape it and roll it so that it will curve like this. Try to put it in the bottom part and see if it fits. If it does, go ahead and cut all the patterns where the tapes are.
The stars that shine around you like the passerine on stray.
And you get 3 patterns: instep, sole, and shaft. Place them onto fabric that has already been folded right side together. For instep and shaft pattern, add 1 cm seam allowance before you cut them. No need to add seam allowance for this sole pattern, because I wanted it to look like this. From this photo, you will need another bit of fabric that is going to be the soles of these slippers. I've got this fabric from an old curtain lining, which has one side is sort of waterproof material, another side is woven. Put the woven side together and place the sole pattern and cut without leaving a seam allowance. You will get 2 slipper soles inside, and they should be exactly the same size as these insole parts. I trim the edge of the insoles so that it will be easier to sew. Put the wrong side of the insole and woven sides of sole part together, which means The waterproof side should be placed outside and sew a zigzag line. Apply the same method with another side and you get a pair of sleeveless bottom. For the shaft and instep parts, I also trimmed the edge and put the right sides together and sew. They will look like this. Then put the right side of both patterns together and sew. It will look like this. Look more like sleeveless now, eh? You just need to add the bottom part. To do that, turn it inside out and put it together with the bottom part. Since I didn't add the seam allowance, the top part will be bigger than the bottom part. But there's nothing wrong with it. Just pin the edges of them where front and back should be. Then pin both sides and hand sew them together before sew on a machine. Or you can sew on the top part and pull the thread to fit the size of the bottom part. It will look like this. Then put both parts together and sew. After that, try to check if everything is in place. We're nearly finished. Last step is to sew all the way around the shaft part and we're done. There you go, lovely slippers from an old blanket and old curtain that cost you nothing. I also made a lovely hat from the leftover fabric. Click the link to see the tutorial right here. Please subscribe if you like my video. Stay fashionable and sustainable. Bye bye!